Hey everyone, it's the one and only magnificent bird, Beak, speaking to you today. And in today's video, I'm back at it with some more Harry Potter Hogwarts mystery, and we are still going to be doing and continuing the Quidditch side quest. I believe this is chapter 5 or part 5. We do have to speak with Orion. I forget his last name. Or is it Amari Orion? We'll find out in a minute, but before we get started, I hope all of you are doing good and staying safe out there. And if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below, and if you aren't subscribed already, feel free to hit that subscribe button if you want to. Turn on all notifications so you know the second I upload to YouTube. And if you want to share the video, that would be great too. And if you do any of those things, that would be very much appreciated. Now, as you can see, I have two new things since last time. I have a new outfit and I have a new pet. That outfit that I have is inspired from the Goblet of Fire, right? When Harry and Victor Crumb and Fleur Delacour and Cedric Diggory have to do the very first Triwizard tournament with the dragon. That's what that outfit is from the Goblet of Fire specifically. So I thought that was cool, and I got an owl. Yes, very cool. Let me see, how the hell... Wait a minute. We gotta go to the Quidditch Stadium anyway. Oh, God, we gotta talk about a movie I saw last night, but hold on, we'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, it would be right under here. We go to this symbol. So, not only do I have Salem, but I also got the owl, right? So, yeah, so I have different skins I can put on the owl. That's the standard one. Then I bought a couple. I bought that one, and that one, yeah. So I think I'll stick with this one for now. Okay, oh God. Let's see what we got to do first, then I'll get to talking about this movie. Okay, Chapter 5, Countdown to Tryouts. Ask Orion Amari about Quidditch tryouts. Oh, God. Okay, so I was on Tubi last night. I don't know, y'all probably know the app that I'm talking about. It's got like free movies and TV shows and shit like that, right? And I was just trying to find something on there that I had never seen before. And I saw that there was this movie called The Cleaning Lady, right? Now, don't get that mixed up with... There was a show called The Cleaning Lady, which is totally different from what I'm talking about. This is an actual movie that came out in 2018, it said. And there's a lot of you that absolutely hate Halloween Ends. I know I sound like a broken record talking about Halloween Ends. But after watching The Cleaning Lady, this movie... The Cleaning Lady makes Halloween Ends look like a fucking classic masterpiece. The Cleaning Lady was not good. It was not good at all. Anyway, I'll get back to it in a minute. Orion, I'm here to learn more about Quidditch tryouts. Greetings, Drew Green. Should I come back after you finish whatever it is you're doing? No, now is the time. So, the last time we talked, I said I'd been working on my physical and strategy Quidditch skills. Yes. And you said those won't get me a tryout for our house's open chaser position? Yes. Then what will it take for you to invite me to try out? Balance. A balance between skills and strategy? Or between my studies and my Quidditch practices? Or... balance one leg on your broom. Interesting. Oh God, okay, so let's talk about The Cleaning Lady. And you know what? I would not... This is a horror movie, or it is supposed to be a horror movie. And you know what? If y'all don't want to hear anything about The Cleaning Lady for whatever reason... mute the video, because I'm going in on the spoilers. I mean, this movie, oh God damn, this movie was so bad. It was so bad. It makes, like I said, it makes Halloween Ends look like a masterpiece. I already am a fan of that movie. I'm like, I dare you to to tell me, I dare you to tell me that Halloween Ends is the worst horror movie of all time, okay? And then that's when I would say to you, I invite you to go watch The Cleaning Lady on Tubi TV, watch it, and then come back and still tell me Halloween Ends is the worst movie of all time. Anyway, let's get into it. Probably the best part of this Cleaning Lady movie, in my opinion, was the beginning. Because you got someone who lives in like this rundown, nasty-ass looking house, and there's a rat running around, and this person's got multiple rats in their house, like big old rats, right? And one of the rats gets trapped up into a trap that this person has set. And, well, one by one, this person, you see a hand pick up these rats by their tails, and this person puts these rats into a fucking blender, and she blends up the rats and puts all the blood and guts and all that shit in a bowl and puts it in the refrigerator, and we don't know what it's for till later in the movie. This is how bad this movie is. That's the fucking best part of the movie. Oh my god. Like, not even 2 minutes into it, we're getting blended up rats. It's like, oh my god. So, this movie follows this girl, or this woman rather, named Alice, and she's sleeping around and fucking around with this guy named Michael, and Michael is married to this other woman entirely. And so, like, you know, Alice, she's pretty well off for herself. She's got like a pretty nice apartment and all that, and she has like an issue with the bathtub not, you know, clogged up or whatever, so she has to call like a plumbing company. And so she goes and does like these activities. Oh, this is another part. This movie has absolutely nobody to fucking root for, except for maybe one or two people that aren't even the focal point of this movie. So Alice, she goes to this like group thing where it's her and all these other women, and they have all these like problems that they're dealing with and shit, and Alice cheating with, you know, fucking around with a married guy is her big issue. And this one woman, let me tell you, I forget her name. I don't even know if they said her name, but this one woman in the group is like, I'm not horny, but I love touching myself. Like, I'm like sitting here listening to this shit, right? I'm like, what the fuck is this? What have I decided to turn on? I had no idea. Honestly, the horny, well, she says she's not horny, but the lady that loves to touch herself, and then Alice has a friend named Miranda. I would say the most interesting fucking characters of this movie is the horny lady that likes to touch herself, the Miranda lady, and then Michael's fucking actual wife. Everybody else, I could give a fuck if they died. I could not care less. So anyway, Alice comes back, and she hears a noise, somebody in her bathroom and shit, right? And somebody had sent the plumbing company that she had called to go, you know, that she called, that she wanted somebody to look at her bathtub. Well, they sent somebody over, and you got this awkward girl with these like facial burns on her face, and, you know, she's like very shy. She doesn't talk hardly at all, and she pretty much like tells her that I was here about the you know, about the bathtub, and it was a clump of her hair that had clogged the drain, right? And okay, let's see what this says, and I'll get back to the drain to clog. Okay. You have achieved balance. Congratulations. Now we can communicate on the same level. Does this mean I've got a Quidditch tryout? Can anyone really get a Quidditch tryout? This seems like a damn trick question. I'm gonna say no, perhaps. No, perhaps no one can get a Quidditch tryout. I feel like you wouldn't be asking if the answer was obvious. Your mind works in complex ways. A Quidditch tryout is not something you get, it's something you experience. So it seems like I chose the right answer. So I gave you the correct answer. Does that mean now I'll have the chance to experience a Quidditch tryout? Let's just say when next time we meet, we shall meet again. What? But now we shall practice. Oh. So yeah, the girl with the burnt up scars, her name is Shelly, and like she's very shy and very awkward, but she obviously she has some kind of income going on, right? Because she was there, she knew where to go because the company that she works for told her, hey, this lady is like complaining about her bathtub, and stuff like that. And she, Alice, asks her, oh, I think I've seen you in the apartment building before. She's asking her, does she live here? She's like, no, and there's like a couple other places she names off, and Shelly says, yes, I live there, but she's like sketchy as hell, but we'll kind of get into why she's like so quiet. She's got the burns on her face, all that stuff, and so she's like, you know what, my apartment gets messy, so I'll pay you $100 each time you come in like 2 days a week, and she agrees to it, and at first everything seems to be normal. She comes in the first day and starts mopping and shit, and then like the girl, Alice, she goes to take a bath, and so that's when Shelly decides to go in Alice's room, and she notices like her makeup table, pearl necklace and shit, and she ends up taking her fucking pearl necklace, and Alice, she's a dumbass for this, by the way. She should have shut the bathroom door and locked it, knowing that someone else is in her apartment, because Shelly decides to peek in the bathroom while she's taking a bath, just like she's got the candles lit and all that stuff, and so what's up with Shelly? So we get a little bit of a backstory, right, as to exactly, because she's obviously like disturbed because Alice ends up offering Shelly to, a ride home, but she doesn't want Alice to see where she lives, right? So she's like, oh, just stop the car, right? And so she walks off into the woods, she gets home, and then it's the same dungy looking house that we saw earlier from the beginning of the movie. And she gets that bowl of the rat guts and all that shit, so yeah, that was her that did that at the beginning. And she goes to this locked container outside of her house, and she tells this person, eat. But yeah, she's got someone fucking kidnapped. Like, what is going on? Well, we get a backstory of Shelly as to, so her mother, Shelly's mother, was pretty much fucking abusive toward Shelly as a little girl, and then here's the more fucked up part about it. See, I don't know if I can say it on here without, so I'll just say this. Shelly's mother would invite these older gentlemen over, and the older gentleman would pay her mother $500 to do fucked up shit to Shelly. You can put the pieces in your mind. I'm not, like, what the fuck? Like, really? Like, oh my god. And then we get to another flashback scene where Shelly's mother brings over another dude, and she, he gives her $400 for doing, that fucked up shit, right? And, well, Shelly decides to nearly bite the guy's fucking finger off, and he goes to, try to stitch it up or something, and he goes to the fucking sink, and, well, Shelly decides to get a knife and start stabbing him, and that's when he fucking, backhands her, right? And he picks up this, pot of oil that was burning, and he throws it in her face. That's how she gets the, burns all over her face. And we get another flashback where she's still trying to recover from the burns, but, she's playing with her dolls in her dollhouse and stuff like that. And her mother is like, Shelly asks her, can I go outside? And, she's like, no, the doctor said you can't fucking go out there. You need to heal because we have to get you some new clients so we can get the money rolling in. Like, what the fuck, bitch? You're not really worried about your daughter with a fucked up face? And you're more worried about bringing in clients for her? Are you fucking serious? You gotta be fucking kidding me. Like, oh my god. Like I said, there's nobody in this movie to root for. Like, it's fucking crazy. The amount of people that hate Halloween Ends, go fucking watch this movie and then come back to me and try to tell me Halloween Ends is worse than the fucking cleaning lady. I would love for somebody to watch this movie, then come back to tell me that Halloween Ends is still worse. I'm gonna call bullshit on it. So there's altercation that Shelly tells her mother that, oh, I fucking hate you or whatever. So her mother leaves the room, comes back, gets a fucking pair of scissors, threatens to cut her tongue out. And then she's like, she can't do it. She's like, feel like, oh god, this fucking bitch. Ooh. I was like, you know what, little girl, I don't blame you if you fucking killed your mother right here and there. So she ends up pushing her mother off of her, and her mother ends up getting stabbed with a pair of scissors, but her mother doesn't die. The person that Shelly as an adult has kidnapped is her own mother. Instead of killing her, she is making her mother suffer, just like the same fucking, not the exact same, but it's a different form of suffering that she went through as a child. So you understand why Shelly is so fucked up in the head, right? So it gets to a point where, like, oh god, do I even want to continue to talk about this stupid shit? Oh god, this was so bad. Oh god. After watching this movie, I was like, god damn, I wanted to go, it made me want to go watch Halloween Ends right then and there. I was like, this is how bad this movie, not Halloween Ends, but the cleaning lady, okay? So, this is one fucking weird thing that Shelly does. When Shelly is at Alice's apartment, and Alice rather, is asleep, Shelly puts chloroform on a rag and puts it over Alice's face, and to ensure that she will not wake up. So she puts like this mask and like a mold over Alice's face, and the crazy bitch makes a creepy ass mask out of Alice's face. And then one part of the movie, this is important to remember. Shelly says to Alice that you look pretty, you look like Barbie, okay? So she decides to put like a mold on her face to make a damn mask out of her face. Like, what the fuck? I wish I was making this shit up. I was like, oh my god. I was like, what am I watching? Like, my god. I watched some fucked up shit, but not this bad. No. Oh god. Alright, I am losing focus on what I'm trying to do here. Talking about this shitty movie. So, like, yeah, she takes the mask home and puts it on her face, looking at herself in the mirror with Alice's face, but she didn't actually cut her face off, but like she made a mold of her face into a mask. And so Shelly finds out that Alice is fucking around on a married dude, and she's like, that's not right. And then she catches her smoking, Shelly catches Alice smoking, and there was one point where she told Shelly, oh, I'm gonna quit smoking, and then she sees that she's got the pack of cigarettes, and she's like, why do you still have these, right? And not Shelly, but Alice told Shelly to throw the pack of cigarettes away, and she's like, no, you actually come and do it. You need to do it yourself, right? Which, okay, that's one good thing that Shelly was trying to influence, tell her to quit smoking them fucking cigarettes, right? Okay, that's like the only decent thing about Shelly, but she's a fucked up individual. So she ends up finding out that Alice is still screwing around on the guy. It's not morally right, blah, 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 right? So there was a point toward the movie where Shelly ends up kidnapping Alice and like making her pass out and all this shit. And then Shelly calls, she doesn't call, but she texts Michael and tricks him into thinking it's Alice. So he's a fucking dumbass and falls for it. And goes over there, and he ends up getting fucking knocked out, and she ends up having both Michael and Alice wrapped in plastic, plastic wrap and shit. And Shelly has taped a knife in between Alice's hands, and Shelly wants Alice to kill Michael to end it, because she's like, I'm going to end it, but she doesn't. And those two end up having a one-night stand, Alice and Michael. And, that wasn't the case. Oh, here's one really kind of creepy part. Shelly gets into the apartment, and she lights the candles and shit, and she puts on that mask of Alice over her face while she's, like, sitting in the bathtub and shit. And fucking Alice, I guess she didn't know somebody was in her fucking bathroom. Like, oh my god. Like, this movie, it was bad. So anyway, Shelly wants Alice to kill Michael, so she won't do it at first. So that's when that's when Shelly, I'm getting the fucking characters confused. My god, that's when Shelly gets a can of acid and pours all over Michael's leg and says that, he's gonna suffer, but you can end that suffering if you kill him right here, right now. And she keeps pouring it on his left leg, and she gets to the point where she won't do it, so she decides to pull his boxers down and pours it on his dick and balls. Yes! So, and then she ends up pouring the acid in Michael's mouth. So then that's when she ends up killing Michael to put him out of his misery. I'm like, what the fuck kind of movie is this? So I'm like, this is so bad. It's so fucking bizarre. Oh my gosh. And then then Shelly takes Alice back to her house, and Michael's actual wife is following Michael because he said that he had to go to the office and something about he had to work a case or something that supposedly got reopened. So she gets suspicious, rightly so, and follows Michael. And then she ends up following Michael to where Shelly lives, but she doesn't know it's Shelly. She still thinks it's her husband because she ends up taking Michael's car. And then the wife, she ends up running out of fucking gas in the middle of nowhere. But this guy comes by and, and asks, "Are you broke down?" And she's like, "No, I ran out of gas like a dumbass." And he's like, "You know what? If you want me to, I'll pick up a can of gas for you and refill you when I come back." And I'm telling you, if I would have been that character stranded, and if I would have got gas the first fucking opportunity, I would have said, "Fuck that cheating motherfucker." I would have turned back and went my ass home. But what do you think she does? She keeps on going forward. And you know what the woman's prize is? She ends up getting fucking killed. Even though she didn't deserve to get killed, but she chose to be a dumbass. And yeah, the woman ends up freeing Alice, and next thing you know, Shelly, she ends up leaving, but then she comes back, and when Shelly comes back, she sees that there's another car in the driveway, which is Michael's wife, and she awaits when Michael's wife is about to head out the door. Bam! She gets hit upside the face with a shovel, and Shelly just beats her to death with a shovel. Like, poor lady, she did not deserve that, but she chose to be a dumbass instead of going home, and her face gets all caved in from the shovel. Great. Great. We're an hour and 7 minutes into this movie. So you might as well say the rats in the blender took like minute or 2 minutes, and you might as well say it took an hour and 5 fucking minutes for someone to get killed. I am not kidding. People want to bitch about Halloween Ends. Oh, this movie ain't as long as Halloween Ends, but you have for over an hour of nothing fucking happening. I mean, so the woman ends up getting killed. The poor lady, she should have just went back home to her son. Now that boy doesn't have any fucking parents by the end of this movie. Like, Jesus Christ. I was like, damn, I feel bad for the teenage boy that doesn't have a fucking mama or daddy now. Like, holy shit, he didn't do nothing. She didn't fucking do nothing. All she did is be a dumbass, and it got her killed for being a dumbass. But yeah, anyway, I want to show you guys this interaction. Watch this. And I'm about done talking about the movie because there's like nothing more else interesting that goes on. But this one. Hold on. Watch this animation. This one. I know you guys haven't seen this one. Gonna bow down. Very cool. Oh, look at that. Woo! Look at that. Picks us up. It gonna take us flying. Oh my gosh. Whoa, damn. You lucky you didn't break an arm or a leg, sir. Damn. So anyway, Alice tries to escape, and Shelly ends up poking her with a syringe, and she slowly passes out, and then she wakes back up, and it looks like she's back at her apartment, right? Nope. Shelly, she just redesigned the wallpaper and all the shit that was in her room to make it look like she was in her apartment, because she tries to go for the door, but Alice is chained to the floor, and Shelly is just outside looking in from outside. And that's how the fucking movie. And that's how the fucking movie ends. I mean, god damn that movie. That movie sucked. It was awful. So the metaphor there, I'm guessing, because you get the flashback scenes of Shelly playing with her Barbie dolls in the Barbie house, and then she told Alice she looked like a Barbie. So it seemed like Shelly's plan was to kidnap Alice and keep her trapped to have her own living, breathing Barbie doll. That's what I got from that. Oh god, this movie sucked. You know what? I am not sorry for spoiling it, but if you are a horror fan and you're looking for something that you've never seen before, most likely you've never seen a cleaning lady. I wouldn't even recommend it for curiosity's sake. Nah, it ain't worth your time. Oh god, that movie. Oh, that was awful. I figured maybe it'll be some kind of fucked up, brilliant movie in some sort of way. Oh no, no. It's awful. From, like I said, the best parts probably the beginning, and then the woman that likes to touch herself. Other than the lady that likes to touch herself, but she's not horny, and then Miranda, who we saw for like one scene, and then like everybody else, and then Michael's wife, which I mean, she didn't do anything offensively bad except for being a dumbass there at the end. Other than those characters, I didn't give a shit about nobody else. Oh, this was bad. Like, yeah, so Shelly ends up winning. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, so that was my experience with the cleaning lady of 2018. Not the TV show, but that god-awful movie I was just talking about, and I just pretty much told you everything. I don't believe I missed anything. Oh, did y'all see this animation? I think y'all did. He shoots blue fire out of his asshole. So, yeah. I was like in stunned silence for at least a couple of minutes when the credits hit. I was like, this is really how this is going to end? Are you fucking serious? I was like, yeah, this ain't no way this is worse than Halloween Ends. Oh my god, ain't no fucking way. I was like, Jesus Christ, it made me want to pop in Halloween Ends right then and there to get the taste out of my mouth of that movie. I mean, my god. I don't think it was a Tubi original. No, it didn't say Tubi original, so I just had never heard of it before. It came out in 2018, it said, so. There is a much better horror movie on there that I would recommend. You're Next, 2013. Now, that is a much better horror movie. You will get a much better time out of that movie than this piece of shit movie that I was talking about. My god. It was so bad. I am curious about one thing. What does the actress that played Shelly look like in real life? Because I have no idea. Oh my god. Alright, enough of that movie. Let's feed the rest of these pets, and then I will have to get back with you guys, because I believe we have two more Freddy. We have two more friendly Quidditches to do, or Quidditch friendlies, or whatever, right? Oh, I did get a new magical creature, by the way. I know you guys saw the sea serpent and the cross between the horse and mermaid, right? I know you guys seen that one. The hippocampus? Yeah. Y'all seen the sea serpent, absolutely. I would like to continue now, but I'll have to get back to it. Oh, and you know what's funny enough? I have never seen any of the Terrifier movies, but they're both on Tubi, which is interesting. Well, the first two are on Tubi. I might have to I don't know if I'm prepared for that. Oh, God. Should I watch Terrifier 1 and 2? I have never seen either one of them, y'all. I don't know. I could handle Saw. I could handle Thanksgiving. So, I don't know, though. Oh, God. Shit, maybe I should. At least I'll be, maybe, I don't know, a lot of people love Terrifier. I've never seen them. I haven't seen 1, 2, or 3, by the way. But the first two are on Tubi. Maybe I should, oh god. But you know what, one thing I won't do is I'll make sure to I might want to eat. I might want to watch them on an empty stomach. Oh God, what am I gonna get myself into? Oh Jesus Christ! I might puss out and say nah. Nah. You know what? I might have to watch. If I can sit through the cleaning lady, as awful as that movie was, I think I can sit through Terrifying. Oh yeah, the new creature. I got a terrestrial. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, you know the bony bat-like creatures that only people that have seen death can see them. Yeah, I was like, I had enough notebooks to get him. I haven't thought of a name for him or her, but yeah, I was like, you know what? I find the terrestrials kind of fascinating, just because only people that have seen death can see them. So that's what like fascinates me about them. So let me make sure. Yeah, see, I gotta do two more Quidditch friendly. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be right back after I complete two more Quidditch friendly. So I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Okay. Alrighty then, I'm gonna let you guys go for now, but once I complete the two Quidditch friendlies, I will be right back to continue this side quest. Alright, I am back. I have completed all three of the required Quidditch friendlies in order to move on in the Quidditch side quest. So let's see what we have next. Okay, so we have to meet Orion at the Quidditch pitch. Now, I know this video is going to be a little bit longer, and I do apologize, but that's mostly because, oh God, I was ranting about that movie. The name of that movie I didn't already forgot, but it was so bad. You know, you had the woman that likes to touch herself and stuff like that, and oh God, that movie was a disaster. But anyway, enough about that movie. Okay, let's get to this. I'm here to ask about Quidditch tryouts again. Orion, do you need me to communicate on your level? Not my level, our level. We are all equals on the Quidditch pitch. He has an interesting way of training, I will say that. It is rare that anyone achieves balance so quickly. Well, I am the main character of the game. Well, I'm quite eager to learn what I need to do to experience an invitation to Chaser tryouts. You may ask your questions. Oh shit, Pixies, are you serious? Okay, so we got 8 hours, but you know what? We got a lot of energy. We got like basically 800 energy, so I think we'll be good. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Oh, Ryan, what is going on here? Where did all of these pixies come from? I have something on my mind, which I will get to after. Yeah, but if you've been with me for a while, you guys know that I rant. I just don't, especially the current state of Hollyweird. That's exactly what we're going to talk about, but we'll get to it. How can you stay so still? Don't fall. Okay, he's already. Alright, so let's see what Orion has to say. Repeat after me. Flobberworm. Kneasel. I don't. Okay. Fire crab. Niffler. Repeat after me. Okay. Orion, what is going on here? Okay, so I don't know however many of you that are watching this video, I don't know how many of you are fans of Pedro Pascal, okay? But I'm gonna be up straight and honest with all of you. Whether if you like it or not, that's just me. I like to give you my honest opinion on certain things, okay? Certain people. But I do not like Pedro Pascal at all. I have seen 3 movies with him in it, that being the sequel to the Kingsman movie, the Golden Circle. That's the one with, the red-headed older lady as the villain in that movie. I think her name is like Poppy or whatever. She's kidnapped Elton John and all that shit in that movie. And then, like, you know, Pedro Pascal, all of a sudden, he, like, I don't know, he becomes, like, a villain at the last second of that movie, which is, like, I don't know. There was, like, no build-up to that moment, by the way. It just happened, like, at the snap of a finger, right? And I also seen him in The Equalizer 2, which that is still a very good movie, but I wasn't watching that movie for Pedro Pascal. Obviously, I was watching it for Denzel Washington. And yeah, Pedro Pascal happens to be the main villain of that movie. And then another movie that I watched him in was, it was pretty bad. It wasn't just because of Pedro, but like, it could have been written better, it could have been made better, which was that Wonder Woman 1984 movie. And again, Pedro Pascal happened to be the main villain of that movie. Like, I don't know what it is, but I just happened to see 3 movies of his where he happens to be the main villain. I would say out of those 3, The Equalizer 2 is probably without a doubt the best one. So, but anyway, I don't like Pedro Pascal. Okay? That's why I refuse to watch Last of Us Season 1 or Season 2 once he was announced to be cast as cosplay Joel Miller. I said, fuck that, I'm not even gonna give it a chance. No thanks. And then I haven't bothered to watch The Mandalorian. Like, no. As long as Disney has their hooks into Star Wars, I'm good. I am good. But anyway, supposedly Pedro Pascal, you know, all this shit, he says he gets anxious and he has to touch women and shit in the public eye, which, like, isn't that a little fucking sus? I don't know. Like, say, alright, what it is, Holly Weird is okay with it because Pedro Pascal is not a white man, okay? That's what it comes down to. Trust me, if Pedro Pascal was a white man saying all that shit, Hollywood, I almost guarantee you, Holly Weird would almost cancel him. I feel like they would try to cancel him. If he was a white man saying, oh, I'm anxious, I need to touch on women, like, come on. It ain't, you know, that's how Holly Weird operates, by the way. If you're anything but a white man, you can almost do anything you want. They don't go out there and say that, but it's proven by their actions, okay? But anyway, so let's see what this is gonna say. You did not ask me any questions about Quidditch tryouts. I was too busy swatting away pixies. I didn't notice. How could you not notice? Focus. When focus means balance, one can let pixies be pixies. Challenge Orion's teachings, or I'll acknowledge them. I understand, so this was a lesson. Quidditch requires focus while balancing, blocking out all distractions. Indeed, playing Quidditch in its purest form means leaving out our own personal pixies off the pitch. And by the way, there's another reason that I don't like Pedro Pascal, which we will get into. I think a lot of people will agree with, but hang on, I'll get into that reason in just a minute. Pixies were about the only magical creatures you didn't list while I was swatting them off. Fire crab, flobberworm, Kniezel, Niffler, fire crab. Okay. You'll want to remember these magical creatures. Fire crab, flobberworm, Kniezel, Niffler. Why are those creatures significant? All creatures are significant. I mean, what do they have to do with Quidditch? What do any of us have to do with Quidditch? You answer a lot of questions with questions, O'Brien. Do you realize how long you've been balancing, though? I've been balancing for quite a while now. That is actually, damn. I don't know, Orion might know what the fuck he's doing. He might know what the fuck he's talking about. How long do you usually do this for? Until the time comes to practice. Now is that time. But we haven't talked about Quidditch tryouts. The time for talk is over for now. The time has come to practice. Okay. So here's another reason Okay, so one main reason why I don't like Pedro Pascal, I have like three. One reason I don't like Pedro Pascal is I think he's overrated as fuck as an actor. He's not that good as an actor. Nah, people glaze all over Pedro Pascal. It's ridiculous. He's not that fucking good. He's Hollywood likes Pedro Pascal because of, well, he's not a white man and he can get away with touching women while he's anxious, as he claims to be anxious. But personally, I don't fucking believe a word that comes out of his mouth about him being anxious. I believe it's just an excuse to grope women in the public eye. I really do. And another reason that I don't like him is he's way overexposed. He's every fucking where. It doesn't matter, even if I'm not trying to look up anything to do with Pedro Pascal, I'm like, motherfucker, there he is. There's a picture of him. There's a video of him. The point is, I can't seem to get away from him on the internet, which is, it's crazy. So yeah, those are my reasons as to why I don't like Pedro Pascal. He's overrated as fuck as an actor. He's not that good of an actor. I don't care what nobody says. He uses his, he claims to be anxious, and he, like I said, he claims to be anxious, and he uses that as a crutch or an excuse to touch women when he's probably not even fucking anxious. He's just using that as an excuse to get away with it, and Hollywood either they know it, or Hollywood is thinking in their minds, well, he's not white, so it's okay if he does it. But if a white man dared try to do what he does, they would cancel this person. They would make them, oh my god, they would send the fucking mob after them, the woke mob after the white men if they tried to do it. But because Pedro Pascal is not white, it's okay when he does it, because apparently he's anxious, which I don't even fucking believe. I don't even believe that for a second. And then, like I said, he's overexposed. But for any of you that are watching this that like Pedro Pascal, I mean, if you like him, I'm not saying nothing, but more power to you if you actually like Pedro Pascal. But I personally I don't like him whatsoever. That's why I refuse to watch Fantastic Four with him. I'm sorry, I can't do it. Nah. Once they announced Pedro Pascal as Richard Reeds or whatever, Mr. Fantastic, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. No thanks. Oh my god, I gotta complete some friendly Quidditches. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and let you guys go for now. I'm gonna go and complete I can't even talk. I'm gonna go and complete 2 Quidditch friendlies, and after I complete both of the Quidditch friendlies, I'll be back for the next part of the side quest. So, I'll be right back, guys. Okay, everyone, I am back after completing the 2 Quidditch friendlies. Now, we're going to continue the Quidditch side quest. So let's see what we got here. We have to meet Murphy in the commentary box. Okay, let's go ahead and go do that and see what he wants. Mostly we've been hanging out with Orion Amari. So let's see what Murphy has to say. Whoa! He flew by, he almost dropped his damn mic. What was all that about? You released those pixies to pester me while I was trying to balance on my broom. Yes, I already confessed via Al, but it was Orion's idea. First, Orion asked if I knew where we could borrow a lot of pixies. Then I asked how many pixies is a lot of pixies, 12 pixies or 100 pixies or 1,000 pixies. Then Orion asked how many pixies did I think was a lot of pixies. Then I asked what are the lot of pixies for, because then I'd know how many pixies is too many pixies. I'm saying the word pixies a lot today. Then Orion asked could we just skip ahead, please? Yes, just let's take it down a notch, Murphy. Right, by the time I got through my commentary, Chaser tryouts will be finished. What? Chaser tryouts? When? Today, of course, if Orion's testing you like he's been, it's a good sign he'll be giving you a close look. But Orion hasn't invited me to try out for the team. Are you 100% sure? Yes, I've tried to talk to him about Quidditch tryouts each time we meet, and all we do is balance. But that's key, though. Then it's time to teach you a new strategy, okay? I've no time to learn another Trumberlurg shuffle. I don't know if I said that T word right, but we're gonna go with it. We're gonna move on. Which you pulled off brilliantly, by the way, but I've got a different kind of strategy in mind. Okay, I wonder what it is. Okay, 3 hours, we only need 1 star, but I got like over 700 energy, so it shouldn't be a problem. If practicing with me hasn't convinced Orion, will my words make a difference? Practice on me. Tell me why you should be our house's next chaser. Sometimes people give me what I ask for just to shut me up. Well, I wonder why. If only I had my blackboard, I teach any strategy. Damn, that went on by too fast for me. Okay. Perhaps we need a backup plan. Can I sneak into Quidditch tryouts? I don't know if that'll work, but I wonder if Orion ever practices balancing on his other leg. If practicing with me hasn't convinced... Okay. If only I had my blackboard, I will teach any strategy better with my blackboard. Okay. Okay. Talk fast enough and you can confuse your listener into agreeing with you. He must be an expert at that. You have to talk and talk and talk until Orion gives you that chaser tryout. Then, when you can't be polite, be loud. Alright, there we go. So, you think I should just talk and talk and talk at Orion until I convince him to give me a chaser tryout? Yes, exhaust him with your Quidditch confidence. Be shrill and tout your skill. So talk loudly and he'll want to chase an ear-shivering curse upon himself. Alright, I hear you. Now, all you've got to do is make Orion hear you. Don't let him throw you off your mission with all his mental focus nonsense. Nonsense, I thought you and Orion got on fine. We do. He trusts my scouting, and I trust his captaining. But what do you think of Orion Amari? He's intriguing, he's infuriating, he's intimidating. He's intriguing. I find Orion intriguing. I've not met anyone quite like him at Hogwarts. Some say I'm intriguing too, just so you know. Well, you talk so damn much. Usually it's my mom who says it, but still. My mom must be fascinating. Your mom must be a fascinating witch, Murphy. She certainly thinks so, but enough about my mom. We've got to go and talk yourself into getting a Quidditch tryout, and quickly. Meet with Orion. Let us meet on the Quidditch pitch when the time is right, which is now. Alright, let's go meet with Orion. Oh my goodness gracious. Really? Oh. Any day, any century. Oh no. Am I gonna have to stop it and then come back? I don't want to have to stop it during a loading screen. It was doing just fine. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna have to stop it, it looks like. And try to reset my connection or something. Oh, this is fantastic. This is the way I wanted this to start off. Oh, yep. I'm gonna go ahead and close it out and try to reset my connection or something, and then I'll be back. Or, well, wait a minute. Let me be patient. If it pops up again, then I'm going to end it. Then I'll come back. Oh, me. Oh, me. One game I miss, and maybe some of you that are watching miss this game too. RTS. As much shit as I talked about that game, I do miss it. Oh, man. Okay, thank goodness I didn't have to end it. But here's one thing I am going to do. I'm not going to end it. I'm going to save it. Because it seems like manually saving it doesn't delete my... It doesn't delete my progress, it seems like. Oh, no. It doesn't even want to save... Oh, there it goes. Okay. Yeah, Walking Dead Road to Survival ended last Thanksgiving. That's... that's wild. That game, 9 years old? Oh, man. I wish it was still up and running today, but anyway. I do like this game, don't get me wrong, but that is like, that's how I met most of you that are subscribed to the channel. That's how I met most of you, is through that game that is no longer up and running. But anyway, greetings, Drew Green. Oh, hell yeah, we're standing on the broom on, oh no, one leg, is it? I thought we were standing on it completely. Okay, hell yeah, we're getting perfect balance. Oh, Ryan, I know that Chaser tryouts are today, and I know we don't know each other well, but we've been practicing on Quidditch together, and I know some Quidditch strategy now, whether you believe it's important or not. And I know you know I was training with Sky Parkin, and I know Murphy McNully put in a good word for me, and I know then that you know how much I want the opportunity to experience a Chaser tryout, and I know I don't know what else I need to do to get you to invite me to tryouts, but I know, there's the word, I know that no one will work harder and train longer and learn faster to contribute to our house team, and someone's ripped a page out of McNully's playbook. Murphy did dump a sack of his playbooks on me, and Skies encouraged me to rip pages from books. Join me, Drew. Okay. So, McNully dumped playbooks on you. Sky encouraged you, and what have I done for you? Nothing yet. Wasted my time. Taught me balance and focus. You've taught me how to balance and focus, O'Brien. Indeed, not one wobble during your impassioned declaration. I suppose I was focused on making my case for why I should be your next Chaser. I forgot I was balancing. And that is just the level of focus and balance I am seeking in our next Chaser. You've already proven you have the fire of a fire crab, the patience of a flobber worm, the loyalty of a Kniezel, the tenacity of a Niffler chasing a gold galleon down the steepish stairwell. Fire crab, flobberworm, Kniezel, Niffler, the magical creatures you listed, I was being pummeled by pixies. Physical and strategy skills can be learned, but the mental fortitude and inner qualities that make for a strong Quidditch teammate cannot be taught. Does this mean you have earned the experience of a Quidditch tryout? Yes, we get a tryout. Finally, I'm trying out for the Quidditch team. Yeah, woo! Yes, it's about time. I've never been this pumped about Quidditch before. Sky, you're back. Oh, there's Sky. Dad's on the mend. I couldn't miss tryouts. Yes, I just found out from Orion that you got a tryout. Right, heard it from across the pitch. Indeed, the skies echo with your energy. What do you say we make up for lost time, Drew? One last practice before your tryout. Playing Chaser alongside the two of you Chasers? Let it be so. Alright, so we're doing a Quidditch friendly, it seems like, before the tryout, which is fine. Or is it going to be like a legit Oh, okay, yep, it's gonna be like the normal one. I gotcha. Alright. It's a beautiful day for a friendly Quidditch match with a 98.3% chance of edge of your seat excitement. I think this is. Yeah, this is repeated dialogue. Okay. I thought he would have had something different to say, but no. The pitch is heating up. It looks like it'll be an interesting game for green. A bludger's on the rampage and hitting straight toward green. I hope Madame Pomfrey is on standby. And green dodges the bludger. Absolutely spectacular broom work. The chasers are in formation. It looks like they've got the quaffle completely and a trick up their sleeves. The chasers will attempt a Trimberg shuffle, a tactic I invented to confuse their opponent. Alright. Oh my god, a timer, of course. Well, you only give me 10 freaking seconds to do this shit. So I gotta hurry, you know. Alright, I'm glad it only asked for one check mark. Alright. Cool. Alright, we got one more. Green's got the quaffle after that last maneuver. This chaser's got a shot at the goal post and victory. Green's lining up to shoot a goal, but the Ravenclaw keeper won't be easy to beat. Oh my god, another 10 seconds. Are you freaking serious? Okay, that was enough to get the one check mark. Well, when you give somebody 10 seconds, I mean, usually people's instinctive mind is like, oh shit, we gotta hurry up. You know, that's not a whole lot of time. 10 seconds really isn't a whole lot of time, you know what I mean? So. Great. We won. We won in practice. Or the Quidditch friendly, right? Which is pretty much a practice. Alright. Practicing with you both at the same time, that was unreal. Could be the future of Ravenclaw Quidditch. What happens now? Prepare yourself in the changing room. The time for your Quidditch tryout is nearly upon us. Alright. Do we get to do the... Or do we have to do more... Okay. Tryout for Quidditch. Everyone's getting ready for tryouts. Come to the changing room now. Alright. I was wondering if we were going to have to do some more friendlies there. I wasn't sure. But, yep, tryout for Quidditch. Hope I don't trip over my own broom out there. Oh my god, that'd be bad. I'm sweating through my Quidditch robes. Think like a chaser. Think like a chaser. Alright. We have so much to catch up on, Sky. Not now. Almost time for your tryout. How are you feeling? Excited? Nervous? Nauseous? Feeling excited, baby. Yes. I'm excited. It feels like forever I've been waiting for this opportunity. Yeah, 5 freaking chapters. For me, too. My chances of leading us to the House Cup get a lot better if you make the team. No pressure. Yep, no pressure. I still can't tell when you're joking, Sky. Quidditch tryouts are no joke, but you chase curses, Drew. You've got this. Just go in full force, show your physical stamina and skill. Nothing matters more. Thanks, Guy, for everything. I'm glad you're back. Me too. See you on the pitch. Good luck. So my advice about talking yourself into the tryout worked. It did, McNully. First, I saw you talking to Orion from my box. Then I saw him saying something back. Then I heard you yell, "Finally, I'm trying out for the Quidditch team." And then, shh. What's this? We've got Pence trying out for Chaser now. I think everyone's just trying to focus on tryouts, Murphy. Best they get used to the sound of my voice then, right? Speaking of tryouts, how ready are you? Oh, I'm 100%. 100% ready. I can't think of anything else I could have done to prepare myself for this tryout. You could have gotten a better broom, you could have studied my playbooks more, you could have... Murphy. Shh. Fun bunch, this lot. But perhaps this is all part of their strategy to outwit you on the pitch. Maybe you think they're nervous. Don't get out-strategized during this tryout, Drew. Remember, strategy is all that matters. Thank you, Murphy. I'll try not to let you down. Odds are you won't. I've done the calculations. Greetings. The time is near, Drew. Is your mind open and clear? Yes, naturally. No, not quite. Is anyone's mind clear, open and clear? But is anyone's mind truly open and clear, Orion? Indeed, and who among us can know for sure? Sometimes I think I understand what you're saying, but don't think. Your instincts and values are more powerful than any move or strategy. Focus and trust. Thank you for your guidance, Orion. Be well. Physical skill, tactical strategy, mental preparedness, which will help me make the team? Which will most help me make the team? You're not asking me, are you? Your Quidditch mentors are quite a lot to take in. Tell me about it. Oh, Penny. What's up, Penny? Drew, I know I'm not supposed to be in here, but Penny, I'm so glad to see you. I came straight away when I heard you got a Quidditch tryout. You did it, Drew. Not quite. The tryouts are just getting underway. But you've got this. Starting from nothing at all, it's a brilliant accomplishment. But I've got so much advice, I don't know if all of it's right or none of it's right. It would be rotten to come so far and not make the Quidditch team. But of course you'll make the Quidditch team. How can you be so sure? I believe in you. All you have to do is believe in you, too. Okay, Chasers, get your brooms and head out to the pitch. Quidditch tryouts begin now. Here we go. Soon I'll know if I'm Ravenclaw's next Chaser. Alright. Let's get this show on the road. Oh, damn. Okay, 350. Okay, that's a lot of coins. Thankfully, I have over 23,000, so. Welcome to the tryouts for Ravenclaw's new Chaser. We've got 4 aspiring players eager to fly with the Ravenclaw team. Captain Orion Amari and Sky Parkin will be keeping a close eye on this competition. Who will join them as Ravenclaw's third Chaser? There's an 83.2% chance of some spirited debate about it. So let's get these tryouts started. The Chaser with the quaffle has been flanked. Are we starting the match with a Parker's pincer? Either the Chasers are escorting their opponents to a dance, or Green is setting up a Parker's pincer. All right. Woo! Look out! Green pinched that Chaser like my grandma pinches my cheeks painfully and likely to leave a mark. Great to know, Murphy. Green's got the quaffle. After that last maneuver, the Chasers got a shot at the goal post and victory. Green's lining up to shoot a goal, but the Ravenclaw keeper won't be easy to beat. Well, we passed it. It's all good. We got one yikes, but it was enough to get the one checkpoint, thankfully. What a spectacular shot. Green just earned 10 points. Green has the quaffle and a chaser teammate near the goal hoops. Near the goal hoops, can Green share the glory? The opposing chasers on an intercept course, can Green pass the quaffle in time? There we go. Nice. We got it. We got it done. All right. Woo. All right. That was a nice maneuver there. Goal. Excellent teamwork on Green's part, if I do say so myself. Green is guiding the team to victory, but it looks like the stakes have been raised. Oh. A bludger's on the rampage and hitting straight toward Green. I hope Madame Pomfrey's on standby. Oh, shit. All right, we did it. We got it. Woo, that was a close call. And Green dodges the bludger. Absolutely spectacular broom work. The opposing chasers got the quaffle, but that won't fly if Green's got anything to say about it. Looks like Green is trying to bump the opposing chaser. That's a fine line between a bump and a foul. All right. Woo, there we go. Yeah, hell yeah. Green knocked the quaffle out of the opposing chaser's grip, allowing a teammate to claim it. That's Green with the quaffle and an opposition escort. This is what Quidditch is about. Green will have to pass the quaffle over to the opposing chaser. All right. Whoop, there we go. Can't catch it, you're too slow. Thanks to Green's perfect pass, the team keeps the quaffle. Absolutely brilliant. After a magnificent match, Green's team emerged victorious. These moments are what Quidditch is all about. All right, yes, baby, we won. So that should be the chaser. That we should be able to get that spot, I would imagine.
Helping others is its own reward.
All right, Quidditch quest complete. Chapter 5, countdown to tryouts. So, how did I do? Did I make the Quidditch team? You've given me much to consider. Have patience. Soon you shall know if you are Ravenclaw's new chaser. You know what? I feel confident that we're gonna end up getting that. Oh yeah, I feel 100% confident. Alright, so, what is that, chapter 6? Okay, so I tell you guys what. That is going to be the end of chapter 5. I think the next time we are back at it, I might pick back up with the story. So we are currently on year 2, chapter 8. So we would have to talk to Chester, and then we have to learn the weaving. I'm assuming that's something on the broom. So we only have 4 parts to that. I tell you what, we're going to take a little break from Quidditch. We're going to pick back up with the main story of year 2, and then after chapter 8, we'll come back to Quidditch. I think that sounds like an excellent plan. Absolutely. That sounds like a plan. Yeah, so the next part, we're going to leave Quidditch alone for just one part. We're going to pick back up with the main story, and then after we complete chapter 8 of year 2, we'll go back to Quidditch. That is my plan. So, that is pretty much going to do it for this video. I want to thank each and every one of you for your continued support and for stopping by. And if you're new, welcome on in for the very first time. I'm glad to have your support and thank you for your time. And I am Beak, and I'm going to go fly away back to my nest. Until next time, bye guys.